I don't even know where my week went. I can't believe it's already Thursday and I haven't done a video this week. So I wanted to get something put out there for the week because it's just my commitment to myself to provide educational information on somatic EMDR. And today, what I want to talk about is this concept of what is somatics and why is it important? The soma is what is referring to the body. So the actual physical shell that we reside in. This whole thing is considered the soma. And so somatics is basically tapping into feelings, sensations, emotions, pain, things that you sense. It can be internally, so that's interoception, or it could be externally, and that's externoception. I think that's how you pronounce it. Forgive me if it's not correct, but interoception and exteroception. And so interoception is everything that you feel inside, and then exteroception, I think I'm totally butchering that name, but whatever. You'll get the point, is everything in the outside world. And basically both of those things. And then there's proprioception. So proprioception has to do with touch. The sensation of if somebody was to touch you, or even me touching myself, putting my hands together like this, I can feel the surface of both hands touching my hands. So that's proprioception. But that's the focus of my practice. And it sounds really simple, and you would kind of question what's the big deal and why is it important in the first place to work with somatics. And the reason why it's important is because tension resides in your body, trauma resides in your body, past experiences may still be stuck kind of at a cellular level. And I'm going to show a couple screenshots so I can give you some more information on the importance of somatics. But one thing is that I have shared this slide in the past, is this concept of the divided brain. So the right side of your brain is kind of that creative area, the music, the arts, the dance and the movement and all that kind of stuff. And then on the left side of the brain is more like the problem solving, more of the math mind, logical thinking, whatnot. And I think it's fair to say that in today's world, we operate from this left side of the brain so much, and the arts and music and all those other aspects just kind of get out of whack. They're unbalanced. And it's really important that you have integrated right side and left side of your brain to be able to interact with your world and with yourself in a healthier way. Because the left side of the brain, if it starts taking over, you actually can disconnect more from yourself, disconnect from others, avoid feeling things that feel uncomfortable. And that's where disease can happen. So dis-ease, because you're not really feeling what needs to be felt. You might just be overriding it with logic and problem solving. And so somatics will, or me as a somatic practitioner, would lead you through a series of different types of somatic techniques to help release things that need to be released in your body, also help with awareness and present moment living versus maybe being worried about the past or worrying about the future. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share 2 slides. Hopefully my video today is not very long. I know that shorter is better. So let me click share here. Okay. So what is somatic psychology? So it's the field of body-based psychotherapies that explore the role of developmental, social, and cultural events and how they shape our embodiment and identity. So common factors across modalities. Difficult life experiences, especially those from early development, contribute to patterns of tension in the body. Body awareness helps us access the internal source of wisdom that guides the healing process. We engage body awareness in healing movements at a pace that can be tolerated by the individual and emphasize choice when working with groups. So in that saying, not everyone is going to be ready to tap into sensing what's going on in the body. So it's very important that the process is slow and titrated in very small little parts in which you make sure that who you're working with is comfortable with what they're tapping into. And so there's always an element of choice and invitation and asking if they want to participate in this, and no is always an option if one is not necessarily ready to tap into these somatic strategies. So that's one thing I wanted to show you. And then, as you can see, my lighting is terrible. And so that's why I keep sending out donation requests just to help me. Because I have no money coming in. All right, let's see. And then the other one I wanted to share is this one. All right. So what is somatic intelligence? So the feeling of what happens. So over time, embodiment practices build a reservoir of bodily kinesthetic awareness that facilitates affect regulation, guides decision-making, enhances interpersonal relationship and communication, strengthens empathy, and informs trauma resolution. So what does that mean? It basically means that having somatic intelligence is something that's worth spending some time honing and getting better and stronger. And so that's what you'll work on if you decide that you want to play with me a little bit to work on these different somatic practices. I'd love to work with you. Please reach out if you would like to do a little somatic work. It's very gentle. It's very, as I said in the last screenshot, choice-based. And so we just go as fast and as slow as you're comfortable with. And yeah, we would just go from there. So I look forward to working with you. And yeah, I got my one video in for the week. So I'm glad. Just, I don't know what happened this week. It just got past me very quickly. So thanks. Much love.